So today we will be discussing about the very well-known problem, reverse a linked list. Okay, I'll explain the problem statement first. So this is what we are given. We will be given a linked list right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, null. What our duty is to reverse this linked list such that the final answer that we get is something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is the reversed linked list. This right here now points to null. This was the initial head. This was pointing to null. That means this was the initial tail. This now becomes our new tail. And this now becomes our new head. Okay. Let us discuss the approach and then I can show you the code part. How exactly are we have we written the code? Now first let's talk about the implementation part. So what is the core logic behind this? Let me take the same example as we have given above. So we are given with the following linked list: 2, 3, 4, null. Now just hear me out. I'll be taking some names of some weird variables, but please just as of now digest this. Why and how you will get it, but let's first start with the solution and then I think we can discuss upon why we took this and why we took these three variables. Okay, so let's start. The most important three variables that we will be taking is firstly, let me just write them down here. Previous, second will be current, and third will be front or next. Okay, next I'm not taking because node.next is a function we do, so let's not get confused in that part. So front, current and previous. Now I'll just be mentioning P, C, F. Okay, so let us say the initial pointing of these pointers will be, previous will be pointing to, initially it will be pointing to null. Okay, null right here. Current initially will be pointing to the first node or the head node, so see here, and front will always acquire the value that is next to current. Okay, so front lies right here. Okay, now let us see how we will play with these three variables and reverse the whole linked list. Now we will be traversing across this linked list. Now while traversing we will just be changing their pointers. So what do I mean? While traversing, if I just change the next of this one, right now the next is pointing to 2. If I just change its next to null, its next to 1, its next to 2 and its next to 3, and assign this as my head variable, then the things are sorted. The list is reverted. Or okay, so my job is to just reverse the next pointers of each node to their previous pointers. My job is to reverse the next pointers to the previous pointers. Okay, or to the previous node. If nothing is there in the previous node, then we will point it to null. 2 points to 1 now, 3 points to 2 now, 4 points to 3 now. Okay, now let us see how we will go about it doing. Now the very first step, let us start with the flow. Let us describe each step in step and then I think we can create an algorithm out of it. So first and very foremost step, that assign the previous as null initially, okay. Now, okay, assign the current as head, I mean the pointers, okay, previous pointer, current pointer, okay. Now start the while loop, okay, start a while loop. What we will be doing inside this while loop, let us study that part, okay. Deciding the termination point of this while loop, because see, we will be traversing over this entire linked list. So let us say that the node or the pointer that we will be targeting is the current pointer. So at any moment of time when this current pointer reaches null, at any moment of time when this current pointer reaches null, I'll be terminating my while loop. So till current is not equals to null, okay, it will be iterating. Now at each iteration, what I need to do, first thing, these values are assigned, so, and okay, my front values as of now not assigned, so at each iteration assign front is equals to current next, okay, front is equals to current next, assign this, done. Now see, what my aim is to do, previous, current and front, okay. Now my aim is to move these 3 pointers ahead. So at the very next step, what will happen, previous will come here, okay, current will come here and F will go here, okay. Now just erase it as of now. So if that is my motive, previous comes here, current comes here and front comes here, then what I need to do, current should acquire front's value, okay, current should acquire front's value, and previous should acquire current's value. Now second thing that I need to do, I need to point my current node to previous, current node to previous, and then move ahead. So the very first thing that I will be doing is pointing my current node to previous, whatever previous was carrying, I don't mind. Whatever previous was carrying, I will be pointing my current node to previous, okay. Let's move ahead. So the very next step will be current next becomes previous, okay. Currents next, this right here, this will point to previous, okay. First thing that I did, solved, okay. Second thing that I need to do, I need to move these variables, okay. So previous will acquire current's value, current will acquire front value, previous will acquire current's value and current will acquire front's value, okay. So next step, previous acquires currents, by value I mean the position, okay. Previous acquires current's value and current acquires front's value. Done. What will happen now? These 3 variables, now let me just erase it, erase and erase these 3 variables. Now will be shifted like this. So previous, current and front so we will assign anyways at this moment inside our while loop only, but yes, this will be their values. So previous, current and front. And what we saw, this node right here, the first node at which current was there, this was reverted, this was inverted. Okay, this now is perfectly, its next is now pointing to null. Similar thing will happen for this, it will point to previous. Okay, just erase this, it will point to previous, and previous takes current's value, current takes front's value. Movement will go ahead as it is. We will be traversing the entire linked list in a similar fashion. At some moment of time, see, this will happen. Let me just erase this. In the final stages of this entire, so this will be our final stage. This will be our final stage. So this is the final stage that we want to stop. This is a reverse linked list. At this final stage, what will be the position of our pointers? So previous will be lying here, current will be lying here, and front will be lying in some infinity space. Okay, let us forget about this, man. Okay, so at any moment when current reaches null, see this thing, at any moment when current reaches null, just stop this, terminates, this terminates. This now points to the last node. This now points to the last node, and the last node is our head at this very moment. Okay, so after doing all these things, when you are outside the while loop, this hashtag right here will now come here. So at the very last, if you are outside the while loop, hashtag return previous, because previous will be pointing to the last node and that is our new head. Got my point? So that was it for the logic part. I think this was clear. Similar thing is written in the code, so I think we need not go deep dive into this part. Head is assigned, temp is assigned. See, current is just changed to temp, so need not worry on that part. Temp is assigned head, previous is assigned null. Front will be assigning the value of always temps next, the currents next. Temps next will be pointing to previous, that we just saw here. The currents next will be pointing to previous, just the name changes are there, so forget it. Previous takes temps or current's value and current takes front's value. That is it, return previous. That is the new head for the reversed linked list. So that was it for the video. I think the video was very much clear and I hope I did my best. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next video. Bye.